How many head of states and head of governments in this region, South Asia, have been assassinated?
Sir, Prime Minister Zulfikar Ali Bhutto was assassinated.
ठीक है.
Former Prime Minister Ms. Benazir Bhutto was assassinated.
ठीक है.
In our eastern neighbor, Ms. Indira Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi was assassinated.
How did Thomas Hobbes describe life?
So according to, he started with the state of nature, and in state of nature he described the life. According to him, life was brutal.
What are the salient features of 1962 Constitution? We never talk about it.
First of all, it was presidential in nature. For the very first time, Islamic ideology council was introduced in it. It granted fundamental rights to the people. It had one house. Urdu and Bengali were its official languages.
Good.
And choice of referendum was also given to the president of Pakistan.
Germany and France, they are also facing economic crisis.
Yes.
And their GDP has already shrunk.
Sure.
Okay. What is the reason? Main reasons.
Main reason is Eurozone. Why is it that? Because after 2008's financial crisis, the overall economy of European Union has not been able to spring back to its original state. Followed by, because since France and Germany both have to take a majority of the role in the European Union's economy, they have to bear the brunt of the losses made by Greece, made by Portugal, made by Spain. So that's one of the core reasons why their economy has been in struggling phase.
You are USAID
USAID
RAFIQUE. And when is your interview going to take place?
So I think it's going to happen in the second phase.
Second phase, which means December and January.
Yes.
And Lahore?
Yes, sir.
In Lahore, okay. So briefly introduce yourself for a very short period.
So my name is USAID RAFIQUE and I hail from Toba Tek Singh.
Okay.
My father is a retired teacher while my mother is still serving as a teacher. After my high school, I did my intermediate from Science College Color Kahar and later did bachelor's in electrical engineering.
कलर कार कैसे पहुंच गए टोबे से आप?
So it was a boarding school.
अच्छा बोर्डिंग स्कूल. अच्छा मुझे नहीं था ये. अच्छा चलें ठीक है जी.
And then I did bachelor's in electrical engineering with specialization from FAST University Lahore.
Okay.
After that, I have worked as a data engineer for 2.5 years before starting my civil services journey.
Fine.
Alongside work, I run a philanthropic initiative by the title of Soul for Every Soul, which provides footwear to the farmers and daily wage laborers. In my leisure time, I enjoy long distance running and playing badminton.
Great. Off the cuff question completely, not in the routine which you were expecting, and you have to conjure up your mind and pick up your mind to answer it, and you may take few seconds to recall because this is an unusual kind of a question. How many head of states and head of governments in this region, South Asia, have been assassinated? समझ गए सवाल?
Yes, sir.
बताएं जवाब.
बड़ा सादा और कॉमन
हाँ लेकिन अभी आपने वही मैंने कहा ना, you have to conjure up your mind.
Sir, do I have to give number or names?
नंबर तो नाम बताना शुरू करो, कुछ भी बता दो. 10-12 से ज्यादा है, आप 5-6 ही बता दो.
10-15 साल में 20 साल.
Okay, sir. Sir, Prime Minister Zulfikar Ali Bhutto was assassinated.
ठीक है.
Former Prime Minister Ms. Benazir Bhutto was assassinated.
ठीक है.
In our eastern neighbor, Ms. Indira Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi was assassinated.
राहुल गांधी
Oh, sorry, Rajiv Gandhi.
राजीव गांधी. चलो 4 हो गए. और
And sir, in Bangladesh, we have Mr. Mujibur Rahman was assassinated.
Okay. What about the head of the states? ये सारे के सारे head of governments थे.
Sir.
Any head of states, say presidents?
So I am unable to recall any. Right.
You don't recall any president being assassinated? Ziaur Rahman का नाम सुना है आपने? Who was Ziaur Rahman? चलें हम पहले ये आ जाएं.
I believe he was the president of Bangladesh.
So he was brutally killed.
Okay, sir.
In Ramzan. इसका तो बड़ा बहुत ही brutal. Same was the case with Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. The whole family was assassinated, massacred,
yes, sir. Except
for 2 daughters. While Hasina Wajid and another of her sister Rehana survived that attack in Dhan Mandi on 15th of August 1975.
Sir, I am exactly unable to recall.
Hasina Wajid तो survive कर गई थी ना, वो तो अभी तक बैठी हुई है ना.
She did. But sir, if I can recall that maybe somehow they were hidden in some.
They were not in the country.
Okay.
They were not in the house at that very moment. Everyone who was present in the house was killed.
Understood.
There were few killings in Lanka also. So this whole region has been kind of replete with assassination of the leaders. And if you take it further, Mahatma Gandhi was assassinated.
Also,
So he was not officially the head of state or the head of the government, but very, very important founding father of India. Now coming to constitutional law.
sir.
चले पॉलिटिकल साइंस से पूछ लेते हैं आप छोड़ें वो भी पार्ट ही है उसी का पॉलिटिकल साइंस लेट मी आस्क यू अ क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम पॉलिटिकल साइंस हु वर सोशल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट थ्योरिस्ट
So there are three social contract theories. The first social contract theory was given by the Thomas Hobbes, then John Locke and John Jack Rousseau was the last one who gave the social
how
contract
did John Hobbes describe Thomas Hobbes described life
So according to, he started with the state of nature, and in state of nature he described the life. According to him, life was brutal and every man was
ब्रूटल
fighting.
का लफ्ज़ ही नहीं है ये सारे लफ्ज़ अलग अलग हैं बिल्कुल जो आप वही ना मैं यू एक्चुअली डिस्ट्रैक्ट योरसेल्फ ना इसलिए मैं आपको आई एम कटिंग यू शॉर्ट
Okay, sir.
लाइफ इज नास्टी
So according to
ब्रूटिश
Brutish, sir.
सॉलिटरी आगे दो कौन से वर्ड्स हैं
So unable to.
And which is this book which I am quoting from?
It's a Leviathan.
Leviathan. बिल्कुल ठीक है चलें इसको let's leave it that. Who said it कि man is born free and is everywhere in chains?
So I believe it was John Jack Rousseau.
Okay. And who believed that we have nothing to lose but our shackles only? Shackles समझते हैं हथकड़ियाँ?
Yes, sir. But I have no idea about that.
Karl Marx. Communist Manifesto. क्या था कार्ल मार्क्स के साथ दूसरे कौन से थे ये को ऑथर कौन था उनके दूसरे
Frederick Engels.
What were the books they wrote?
So their main book was on which they both collaborated was the Communist Manifesto. But other books of Karl Marx were Das Kapital, The Critique of
Okay,
Gotha
that's very
Program.
good. That's good. आपने basic सारी चीजें बता दी. Couple of questions from Pakistan. Present day challenges which we are facing in Pakistan. What do you think are the main problems which the state of Pakistan, अभी question को ज़रा गौर से सुनना, is facing in Sindh? State of Pakistan, not the government of Pakistan. The state of Pakistan facing or confronting in the province of Sindh.
So the first issue is the issue of decades in the Kachcha region.
ये स्टेट को थ्रेट है डिकॉइट्स का डिकेट्स नहीं डिकेट उर्दू में कहते हैं डिकॉइट्स कहते हैं इसको इंग्लिश में डिकॉइट्स का जो है ये थ्रेट इट्स अ थ्रेट टू द स्टेट डू यू थिंक इट्स दैट इम्पोर्टेंट
So it's not detrimental to the sovereignty or integrity of
So
the
this is what I asked. My question is exactly that with the challenges which the state is facing in Sindh, and there are so many.
Okay, sir, if I can recall, I would say that Sindh, the Cholistan issue, the water crisis issue, and because Sindh is a
External strategic threat नहीं है सिंध को.
sir, there is an issue of run of Kutch.
Run of Kutch
which
is a
we
very
have
serious
issue
threat.
with
Rajasthan is a very serious threat.
Rajasthan and on in the
Naval blockade is a very serious threat which they actually threatened during these 4 days war.
Operation Sampan.
बल्कि उनके अगर if their media had to be believed, they पक गए हो कर लिया occupy कर लिया कराची और वो naval blockade का threat कर रहे थे. Which is one of the 5 options coming to my last question now. Where Pakistan would exercise nuclear strike first. ये कौन कौन सी सूरत हाल है? When we can as per our own nuclear doctrine, we will strike first if these 5 challenges are kind of in offing. एक तो मैंने आपको बता दिया naval
yes, sir,
blockade of
it's
Karachi.
naval one. Another one when India tries to stop the waters of Pakistan. The third one is that when India is posing an attack which is detrimental to the integrity of Pakistan and the full spectrum doctrine which came in 2005.
Very good, best. सही है. Very good. Challenge, yeah. Sir.
Who is the author of Constitution of Pakistan? 1973 Constitution. जो
So I wouldn't say it is the manifestation of aspirations of the people.
Absolutely, but then there is somebody who writes the basic document, like Dr. Ambedkar, he wrote Indian Constitution.
Sir, Mr. Hafiz Malik was the head of
Malik?
Hafiz Malik.
was the head of the constitutional committee who was making
Hafiz
the
Malik नहीं था
Hafiz
इसका नाम
Malik. फिर दोबारा जरा कहें.
Sir, his first name was Hafiz. I can recall that, but unable to
अब्दुल
recall.
हफीज पीरजादा.
Yes.
लेकिन उससे पहले जो मेन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन सारा बनाया था, it was changed, now Mr. was changed, महमूद अली कसूरी.
बहुत बड़ा रोल है महमूद अली.
मियां महमूद अली कसूरी.
खुर्शीद महमूद कसूरी के वालिद थे.
Yes.
आपको इन चीज़ों का आना चाहिए अपना जो है ना. What are your weaknesses and strengths?
So my
कभी
strength.
रिव्यू किया अपने आप को, अपनी पर्सनैलिटी को हम बताएं जरा. Talk about yourself.
So my strengths, after looking comprehensively at my life, I would say, are adaptability, open-mindedness and curiosity for new ideas and new things.
Okay, weaknesses.
And sir, if we talk about my weaknesses, I would say sometimes I become too self-critical in terms of the task which I am trying to perform.
What are the salient features of 1962 Constitution? We never talk about it. This Constitution remained in vogue for about 10 years.
7 years, 8 years.
62 से लेके
So it was abrogated on 25th of March 1960.
बताएं जरा salient features क्या थे?
So first of all, it was presidential in nature. For the very first time, Islamic Ideology Council was introduced in it. It granted fundamental rights to the people. It had one house. Urdu and Bengali were its official languages.
Good.
And choice of referendum was also given to the President of Pakistan.
एक इम्पोर्टेंट बात बोलिए, प्रेसिडेंशियल इलेक्शन का क्या फॉर्मेट था इसमें?
Sir, they were based on the idea of basic democracies, and elections were supposed to be held indirectly, where 80,000 basic Democrats were supposed to vote for the president.
Two famous constitutional cases in the history of Pakistan, constitutional history of Pakistan.
So, Maulvi Tamizuddin.
No, one is I'm asking. Let me ask.
Okay, sir.
Asma Jalani case and Nusrat Bhutto case. What was the principle laid down by the Supreme Court of Pakistan in both these cases?
Sir, Asma Jalani case happened in the year 1972, and in this case it was established that doctrine of necessity is not applicable to the conditions of Pakistan.
Okay.
And in this manner, the martial law of the Mr. Yahya Khan was declared illogical or against the spirit of the law. Unconstitutional. But sir, in 1977, when Mr. Nusrat Bhutto case happened, after
Mr. Nusrat?
Oh, sorry, Miss Nusrat. Sorry. When Mr. Ziaul Haq declared the martial law, and in that case it was declared again doctrine of necessity was applied. And
who is the author of this doctrine of necessity? कोई नाम सुना है कभी? कोई प्रोफेसर है, अमेरिकन प्रोफेसर
जूरिस्ट जो थे?
Hans Carlson.
हैंस कार्लसन, ठीक है जी सर. आप
सर,
Your basic qualification was?
So I have done electrical engineering with specialization in computer engineering.
Okay, what are the new emerging economies in the world?
So I would start from China. China is a big player.
Already emerged.
Okay. So then I would say India is a big player. Brazil is a big player. And the economy of Indonesia is also showing signs of growth.
If we take the example of the India, it is much glorified that India is the largest economy. But in view of the population and huge pockets of poverty, what would you say about the economic development?
Sir, recently Mr. Ishrat Hussain wrote an article in which he used a word, and sir, in which he gave the title of India's development was jobless growth. So although India's economy is flourishing at the rate of 5.5 to 6.2% per GDP per annum, but at the same time the poverty bulge is increasing.
What is the reason? Why there is no trickle-down effect in India?
Sir, the core reason is that elite capture. India has three famous groups: Adani Groups, Tata Group, and Ambani's Group, and they are significantly capturing the most majority of the economy of India. And although at one end it is increasing the financial capacity of India, it is increasing their personal net worth, but due to their monopoly, the trickle-down effect has not been happened so far.
Okay, what about Brazil?
Brazil.
Yes, sir. Sir, its economy is around $3.2 trillion.
What is the basis of that economy? What is the strength of that economy?
So I have no idea.
Okay. Germany and France,
Sir.
they are also facing economic crisis.
Yes, sir.
And their GDP has already shrunk.
Sure, sir.
Okay. What is the reason? Main reasons?
So I would say the main reason is Eurozone. Why is it that? Because after 2008's financial crisis, the overall economy of European Union has not been able to spring back to its original state. Followed by, because since France and Germany both have to take a majority of the role in the European Union's economy, they have to bear the brunt of the losses made by Greece, made by Portugal, made by Spain. So that's one of the core reasons why their economy has been in struggling phase. So in addition to that, the recent war with Ukraine, where both countries have been contributing significantly a lot to the operation against Russia, followed by significant increase in the oil and gas prices.
मैं उससे माइग्रेशन का इफेक्ट पूछना चाहता था आपसे कि दे आर फेसिंग ह्यूज माइग्रेशन,
Yes, sir.
स्पेशली जर्मनी.
Sir, recently there have been some, German governments have been of the arguments that the huge migratory population is posing a significant challenge to the economy, because at one end they are capturing a lot of jobs which were initially meant for the German population. In addition to that, since they rely on a social security program, so they try to exploit the system for their own personal benefit.
Okay. What is the contribution of Taba Tabain in Islamic history?
So, Taba Tabi'in, I believe, are those people who got information directly from Sahaba Kiram and then promulgated.
Taba Tabain.
Sir, I am not exactly sure, but I can.
मैंने पूछा था कि इनकी सिग्निफिकेंस इस्लामिक हिस्ट्री में क्यों है?
Sir, because they are the ones who promulgated the hadith. They are the ones who.
प्रोमलगेट हदीस प्रोमलगेट कर सकते हैं वो?
No, sir, the idea is that.
Be very selective in your words.
Sorry, sir.
ठीक है ना?
They collected the hadith and printed them in a published form.
Can you name any person जिसकी बहुत बड़ी कंट्रीब्यूशन है इस्लामिक हिस्ट्री में?
Imam Bukhari.
The first. आप इमाम बुखारी को तबा ताबईन में लेके आ रहे हैं.
Sorry, sir, I have confused. Sorry.
Okay. Who were ताबईन then? अगर ये तबा ताबईन तो ताबईन कौन था?
Sorry, sir, I have no idea.
तो यार बड़ी सीधी सी बात है, सहाबा कराम जिन्होंने सहाबा की ज़िंदगी को देखा वो ताबईन, जिन्होंने ताबईन की ज़िंदगी को देखा वो तबा ताबईन. ठीक है ना? और तबा ताबईन से बहुत ज़्यादा जो है ना कंपाइलेशन का काम शुरू हुआ था और उसके बाद फिर आप तक ये सारी चीज़ें पहुंची. ठीक है, थैंक यू सो मच.